Hey, this is Paul. I hope you're doing well, and welcome to the Mountain Man Chronicles. Today's episode is about prepping for a solo trip and what is my everyday carry. Now, everyday carry, what I mean by this isn't what I pack in the rig. I have other videos on that, which you can see up above. I'll link to those videos. Today is what do I carry on my person? Because when I go on solo trips, I tend to go out hiking a lot. I tend to go out walking a lot. I spend a lot of time on my own. And this is an everyday carry what I use to video and stuff because it's part of what I do when I go on a solo trip. And this solo trip is going to be going to the Bighorn Mountains and going to explore some trails there. So I'm very excited about it. So I wanted to go over like 4 or 5 things I carry on my person. Now, when people think of everyday carry, they think, oh my God, he's going to talk about guns. I do carry a sidearm with me when I carry, but this isn't about that. This is more about what do I carry just every day? What do I carry on me other than water and some of the staples like that? It's just, what do I carry just in case of an emergency? I hope you liked today's video, and if you do, please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know what you carry when you're out overlanding. What do you carry on your person when you go hiking? I hope you enjoyed the video, and please remember, if you do, like and subscribe. Thank you.
Welcome to the Mountain Man Chronicles, where the spirit of adventure comes alive. I'm thrilled to have you join our journey into the great outdoors. I'm Paul Piazza. I'm your guide through the wilderness and the storyteller behind the Mountain Man Chronicles. I hope you share in our love and appreciation of what this great world has to offer. Here we live in 3 simple principles: live, learn, and explore. Live, immerse yourself in the thrill of the moment, whether it be overlanding, exploring unique ghost towns, or simply enjoying the serenity of nature. We believe in living life to its fullest. Learn, cultivate that childlike curiosity. Every adventure is an opportunity to learn and discover something new. From overlanding trips to mastering trail navigation, we're a constant journey of learning and growing. Explore. Be comfortable with the uncomfortable. Venture into the unknown. Our chronicles are a testament to the places we've been and the stories waiting to be untold. Join us as we explore the hidden trails to the pristine lakes and the mysterious places this great nation has to offer. And of course, what adventure would be successful without proper planning and the right gear? We'll be showcasing some of the tools of the trade along our journeys. I truly hope you enjoy our chronicles and the journey that my wife and I travel through during our overlanding adventures. Thanks for watching.
So we're going to the workbench here to show you some of the things I everyday carry. So one of the first things that I everyday carry is the Leatherman Signal. What I love about the Leatherman Signal is, first of all, good set of pliers and wire cutters, and I have used these on a trail, believe it or not, when I hunt or whatever else. The Signal is kind of unique because it is made for outdoors enthusiasts. Has some of your basic things like a awl, has a screwdriver and a knife. As you can see, a replaceable screwdriver. One of the things I like about it is that it comes with both Phillips and regular, and I have Allen heads and I have a star head. I've used this actually while I was camping. Has a hammer. I've used this to drive in tent spikes. You could also use this end as a hammer like that. What separates the Signal from the rest of the tools is the following. The rest is really meant for the outdoors enthusiast. First of all, you get a striker for fire, so you can actually light a fire. Let's see if I could do this. So if you want to light a fire, you can. It may not be dark enough to see the sparks, but you can get a fire with this going. It also is a file. I have lit a fire once. It wasn't easy. I carry a different ferro rod, a longer one in my pocket. By the way, there are affiliate links or associate links in Amazon for these things. So if you look in the description, you can find the Amazon associate link. The other unique thing about the Signal is the following. You can see along with the ferro rod, there is a release here, and you have a whistle. Kind of unique to the Signal, so it is a great outdoors tool. I actually really like this tool a lot. Fire starters, okay. Works better when you hit it with a knife or something like that. This does come off. If you noticed when I took off, again, when I took this off, this comes off with it and allows you to strike the fire with it. So this is your whistle, fire starter. and it does work. I have lit a fire with it. And then it just drops back in here. You got to make sure you're hooking it in right. You can see there it has a little lip, snaps right in. You close it up, it locks, has a bottle opener in it, as well as here it works as a can opener, so you can use it all above. Really like this tool a lot. So this is the Leatherman Signal. Again, the affiliate link. So this is one of the knives I carry. I actually carry 2 knives. So this is more of a utility tool in case I need a pliers or if I need to cut a branch. Has a saw in it, has a knife, kind of like a basic utility tool. I carry a fixed blade knife with me when I'm hiking. Usually I'll carry it on my side. This is the Gerber StrongArm. What I love about it is a complete tang, goes all the way through to the back, has a point where you can strike it. It's freaking sharp. It's got a little bit of a jagged here for cutting rope. I've had this knife for, 5 years. Used it while I was hunting. I've chopped on wood. I've hit stuff with it, and to break up wood, hit the back. And haven't had any problems with it. It's been a great knife. I actually really recommend the Gerber knife. So this is my everyday carry fixed blade knife. I don't carry any other knives other than the Leatherman, which I use the knife for like smaller jobs, but if I need to cut wood or break something up and I'm hiking and I want to and I've done this, make a little fire or make a little thing while I'm out camping and it's raining or something, I've actually used this to do that. It does a good job at cutting things. As you can tell, I just put a cut in my bench. It does come with a hard sheath. Fortunately, that was on my bull panel in my Jeep. This stays with me in my Jeep as well. Same with the Leatherman Signal. So both of these things stay in my vehicle with me. This is strapped in the back, kind of hidden for every day. So if I do get pulled over, nobody's going to see it. But I do carry this just in case I need a knife. So that is my Gerber StrongArm. Now, as an outdoorsman, I do a lot of backpack hunting. I've done a lot of hiking, hunting. I've just learned to love this brand. It's called Fenix, and they make lights basically for your headlamps. This model here is the HM60R. So I have both this one and another one, smaller model being the HM, I think 45R. This one actually does 1300 lumens, so it's freaking bright, but it is dimmable. What I love about it is, as you can see here, it's rechargeable. I don't buy headlamps to take batteries anymore. I'll use a rechargeable one. The battery on this thing seems to last a long time. You can see here the battery included with it is, by the way, these all have O-rings on them, so it's the other thing I like about it. You can see here it's got a 3400 amp hour battery in it. So it's it's just been a great light. Now you can't run it on maximum 1300 lumens for the 13 hours, but you can run it on medium to dim, which is still freaking bright. Medium I think is 800 lumens. Dim and low are like 400 and then 250. But the Fenix lamps have been really good. I use this and its little brother. Mainly when I'm out hiking, I'll carry this in my little carry pack that I have with me, and I just use a normal little backpack, or lately I've just been taking my camera pack, and I take my camera gear with me when I hike. So I have a little pouch in my camera pack, so I don't pack a lot. I carry like a sandwich, some power bars and stuff like that. A couple of bottles of water are very important, so I carry that, but then these are my everyday carry items. I highly recommend Fenix lamps. If you look on things like Reddit and other recommendations, they're going to tell you Fenix is one of the better brand lamps, and they're solid. My other one's been through hell and back. I got this as a Christmas present this past year, and it started to do it a little more everyday use. The lumens on this thing and the brightness on this thing, and the variable set between the lower light and then the spotlight. So this is a flood and a spot. You can run both at the same time for maximum light, or you can run the spot. And I believe the spot is what you need for 1300 for the 1300 lumens, but you can get the lower with it. It also has a red LED It has a battery level indicator. That's the other thing I love about it, because if you hit it once, it'll tell you what the battery is in it. So you can see easily how your battery level is doing here. You also can, it has an SOS function. You know, so it'll also remember your last setting when you turn it on and off. And like I said, it's throwing out a beam at 394 feet or 120 meters. Just has been a really solid light for me. So that's what I use to light up and what I carry in my pack to light up. Now, something I use around camp while we're talking about lights, like I said, I don't do battery lights. And again, all these things can be found in my associate links. I use a Guidsman lamp. This plays full duty in my Gladiator. So you can see there, it has power indicator, has several dim levels, adjustable brightness and adjustable depth. Just been a good spotlight. Now the Guidsman does more around camp duty, so this isn't something I would carry with me out on a hike. But when I'm out in camp and I'm using my headlamp, or if I want to spot something a little more at distance, this does the job. This also lives full-time in my Jeep. So it sits right next to my driver's seat. I bought a clip, so it clips right in. This light puts out 8,000 lumen. That's on high. Medium is 4,000, and then it does a 2,000 lumen rating, and it has a 5,000 milliamp hour power bank. Also is waterproof, shockproof. I've dropped it. It's lived up to it. It's been a good light, as you can tell. It's been kind of scratched here just from in use on the trail. This thing throws a hell of a beam. So if you're looking for a light around camp, it is a little big to carry. I will say that. So I don't carry this. Mostly I use my headlamp. But if I need to do some serious spotting, you can see it now. You can see here on the table what kind of beam, and that's the flood beam. If I go down and do a focus beam, and then we're in daylight. And what I like about it is it does have a battery indicator. It does have a light indicator. And you can see the same. I'll do a light test here with this. And this is my headlamp. That's high. That's high. That's low. That's medium, and you know, so, and then that's all the way up. And again, it has a light indicator to tell you what the battery level is, as I would want with all my lights. You can see here when it's green, it'll tell you if it's green or if it's red or if it's yellow. That's the light indicator on that. And then finally, the last thing I use that I just got recently, I have a couple different handhelds. I was just turned on to this, and it's probably one of the cheapest GRMs ham radios you could get. So if you're a licensed ham, definitely use a ham. It also can be turned on to GRMs. And this is the TID radio. So far, I haven't tried it on the trail, so I'll say first use, pretty impressed. I use it around the property here, talked to my wife when she was calling me. Does dual channel. So if I'm not going solo and I have somebody near camp, I can do that. I leave it on ham, but I program the GRMS channels in here. If I ever have an emergency, I definitely would use the ham, whether I have a license or not. But for the most part, I use it for GRMS. I did a short road trip and test with my wife. Worked really well. I am pretty happy with this radio. $30. And if you look at the ratings on it, it's outstanding. It came with 2 antennas, a charger, 2 batteries. You can't beat it. So if you're looking for a handheld GRMS, again, the associate links below, I would highly recommend this. I haven't seen a cheap radio this highly recommended by anybody in a long time. And that's not my recommendation. That was hams and ham radio people and everybody. So you got to have everyday carry some kind of radio if you're out hiking and you're out doing something. I have several handheld radios because I carry them in the Jeep in case somebody doesn't have one. So this is like kind of my go-to for like when my wife's spotting for backing me up, or I want that, and then I carry another one just in case, because I've gone out a couple times where people didn't have radios. So that is my basic everyday carry loadout. The final thing I carry for everyday carry, and this is with me everywhere, is my Garmin Fenix watch. My Garmin Fenix has GPS built in it. It's not quite what you would think of as an Apple Watch. This is a lot more rugged. Has a built-in GPS, allows you to do navigation because it is a Garmin watch. So I can put in a point of interest. I can put in backtracking. It syncs up to my inReach, so I could actually send messages to this. I can set it up to do compass. I can track myself. I can bring in the map of an area. So this is my map. I'm just zoomed in too much. I don't have the GPS on. So I can turn on the GPS. The battery life on it is really well. Even when I'm using the GPS, it'll last a week. You can see here, I've been now 10 days, and I got a little over a day, 10 days to use, 10.7 to be exact. So I've been receiving really good rates with it. You can also look at other things. You can see my heart rates in it, training, sport, that's how many steps, that's my inReach, altimeter and compass. So if I'm tracking something, it'll backtrack, so it'll tell you where you want to go, GPS waypoints. So this is the actual 5. The 7s have even more. I've had this since 2012, so 2 versions ago. And it's been just a bulletproof watch, so I haven't bought another one. I haven't found a need for the new features yet, but I've been really excited about it. Yes, I'm a bit of a Garmin fanboy. I'm the first to admit it. But Garmin tools have worked well for me, as you saw by my Garmin, or if you haven't seen it, go in and look at my Garmin Tread Overlander review. But this is the Garmin Fenix watch. I'll probably do a separate review just on this watch, how I use it when I go overlanding or hiking. Because when I get out of the truck and I'm walking around, I mark where the truck is, and I've used this to go back and look and see where I have to go. I do carry a compass, and I do carry a map. I know how to use them. I just like gadgets, and I like to play with it. This has been a good watch for me to do that with, and it's indestructible, down to 20 feet underwater. Doesn't have a touch face, which I like. I don't mind using the buttons. I know what they do. I hate that, the touch face, because I whack my wrist on everything quite often. Even my nice watch, I don't even wear that anymore. I wear this pretty much all the time, and you can see it's seen some wear in the going on 10 years of use now. I'm seeing a lot of wear, but been a good watch. This is a Garmin Fenix. They're up to the 7. That's what my older brother uses when he goes out to Baja racing stuff, and he tracks his use. Great watch. It does sync up to my Overlander. It does sync up to my phone, and it does sync up to my Tread. So basically it syncs up to everything. I can even send messages to it if I'm near my Overlander. Handy tool. Definitely love my Garmin watch. So when you think everyday carry, those are the basic items I carry. I try to pack pretty light. Like I said, the big flashlight usually stays in the trailer. These are things I just carry on my body so I can move around. As I mentioned, I do carry a sidearm when I'm carrying. A couple words on that. I would understand your state and local laws. There's different apps you can look at online to find out what's available. When I used to live in California, I did have a CCW because you had to have one to carry with you. But just be careful, understand the laws. I live in a free area now where constitutional carries a thing. So, if you can carry, do it. What I would recommend is find out what you're comfortable carrying, what's comfortable for you. Know the area you're going to carry in, because you don't want to undercarry and think you're protected. Both 2-legged and 4-legged animals can get big, and there's a lot of different channels that cover that. I could recommend some if you want to reply to me in the comments. But everyday carry is important, both for personal safety, self-protection, it falls into that area. Survival, as you notice, I carry the Garmin. I can light a fire, or the Leatherman, and I can light a fire with that. And I do carry a ferro rod with me, which I bought on Amazon. I'll put an associate link below there. Look at that. There's a lot of options out there. What I would say is don't overweight yourself down. Make sure you have water. Make sure you have food. Know the territory that you're going into. If you don't, follow design trails. And most of all, don't be afraid to get out and explore. Be prepared for the unprepared. So, expect the unexpected is, I think, what I'm trying to say. Just get out and enjoy it. Thanks for watching the Mountain Man Chronicles. And if you like today's episode, or if you just like the channel in general, please like and subscribe. Leave me some comments on your thoughts on what you everyday carry. I am curious to hear what the people watching this carry while they're out overlanding. Thank you. Look forward to talk to you. Bye-bye.